Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ChromeDrake and welcome back to Thea the Awakening. So last time we ran into troubles when our party, I kind of neglected them just a tiny little bit, and they ran out of food, so we've had to get them to home quite quickly. So all of our villagers are at home, and just at the end of the episode, the mighty stork appeared, offering good tidings, and lo and behold, a baby was found within the cabbage patch. Of course, it makes perfect sense, I'm sure you'll agree. So, what are we doing this turn? Well, we're going to end turn for a start. And it seems like one of our children, I wouldn't have thought that the Cabbage Patch child, but one of our children has actually come of age. Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult, and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea. So, here we have options. Now obviously this child doesn't have any real innate talents, because there are 4 options unavailable, but we could choose, do we want another warrior? Do we want somebody else who can work the fields, basically a gatherer, or do we want somebody else who can do some crafting? Now, I think, because we already have another person, I can't remember who it is, but we've got somebody else who's also rather good at crafting, along with our primary crafter. So I think actually having another worker that we can send out on expeditions, another gatherer, might be a very wise thing to do indeed. Could be wrong, but maybe I should be getting more warriors at this point in the game, I'm not sure. We're going to go for a gatherer though. Sabina has leveled up. What are your stats, Sabina? You have very high will, you've got very, very good speech. And you've got a gathering of 4 and perception, so she's actually rather fantastic. She really knows how to use her head, she's very observant. Very good. Celebrate the rite of passage. And an encounter. A black cat is spotted rummaging through the barn. When it is caught, it runs off, but it seems to want you to follow it. Black cats are most commonly the familiars of witches, but there are several house demons or protective demons who can take up this form, like a Dola, who is a guardian spirit, or a Thresher, who can protect your farm's threshing and bring good fortune. Why not? Let's follow the cat. You follow the cat for a bit, but realise it is just a cat. It runs outside, finds a ball of string, and plays. Oh, right. Beautiful, lovely stuff, I love it. Okay, let's see, can we craft any more? What can we do with clothes? Can we do anything with clothes to keep our people safe? Okay, so that gives armor 3 and dexterity 1, so what's the difference between that and light armor? Let's see. Armor 7, dexterity 2. Oh, that's how we get the smith's apron. I see. So it is better armor overall, but... Now, do we have a gathering basket in our inventory? I cannot remember. No. No, we don't. Okay, what about our equipment? Zadar. Who was Zadar? Zadar was this fella here. We do need another basket, but that means we do need a source of wheat or, yeah, that sort of stuff. Awkward. Very awkward. So I can't do anything with these guys at the minute. We're just going to have to get our party back together. I'm doing this from the wrong screen, I believe. Not that it matters too much, but I still feel like I'm doing it from the wrong screen. Okay, here we go. Quer? Oh, right. Oh, see... Weird. I think I definitely prefer doing it from here. Anyway, Bartosz, Luba, Aveta, Dobrogost, Psychoslava, and of course Sabina is our new gatherer. She could go with us. She could actually be very useful, I think. Or would she be more useful at home? No, I think she'd be more useful with the expedition right now. And Dobrosalka, who's also got... She's very good at speech, and Sabina's also rather good at speech. So that could aid us, that could do very well for us. Let's see, what are we going to equip them with for this mighty expedition? We shall give them 14 of these cooked greens. We shall give them 7 of these. That's 3 turns worth of food. And the rest is pretty much going to have to be made up with veg. We've got 7 people. Let me think about this and embarrass myself. So if we say 7 turns, which I believe is 49. Yes, that's right. So that brings us up to 10. Yeah, that's what I meant. Ha 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 ha, totally. Right. We don't talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. We don't talk about it at all. Right. And we'll have 10 wood with the expedition as well. That all looks good. Is there anything that I can equip Sabina with? If we create this expedition, and then let me just have a little look. What can we do with Sabina? Ostoya, Expedition 1, Sabina. Right, can we give you anything? Because I really don't like the idea that she's going unarmoured. But right now I've actually got nothing else to give her. Ostoya, what's in Ostoya's inventory? So we could technically give her a shield. That would help her a bit. We could technically give her a training sword. She could actually use that. Though the shield, I think, would be more like it just at the moment. Okay, right. Sabina. Have I lost my chance to... No, I haven't. Okay, great stuff. So bring that over here, We shall equip those to Sabina. Like so. Sorry, like I said, I'm still getting a little bit used to the interface. Still not quite my forte. And I think I want to send them up to this place to see. I feel like that would be a very good idea. So we've got a wolf lair and spiders, so we might just take care of those before we advance too far. And crafting, we just can't make anything with Thomas Lava at the minute. Are you actually gathering, Cadfan? You're not, Cadfan. How dare you, Cadfan? So we'll just have to leave that as is at the moment. So we'll take care of this wolf lair and this spider lair. I'm gonna risk auto-resolving and see whether or not it does it well. Oh, so they both took 1 wound, which isn't bad, but at the same time, it's not really what you want, is it? Honestly, it doesn't take much for me not to trust a combat system, unfortunately. It's not good at all. So I have sped up the animations a little. Maybe I could do with speeding up just a touch more, and it will now auto-end my turn and go straight onto the enemy's turn, which should be fine for everybody involved. I just don't think there's any need for me to do this, but I'm going to do it because I'm malicious and it's fun. Okay. And this should be considerably faster. 5. There we go. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? I prefer the speed of that. Much, much nicer. Now, have we got... we're very close to a tech point. Now, how do we get round up there? It looks like we can't go this way, perhaps. So we might have to just sit here for a turn and... Yeah, looks like that's what we're going to have to do. Now, we should have a couple of meat in Ostoya. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them not to eat the meat, because I do want that. Where are we getting mushrooms from as well? Because we seem to have a source of mushrooms. I can't figure out where that's coming from. Is that also coming from the pasture? Or something else? Have I missed something? Oh no, of course, because we brought a load of mushrooms home with us, didn't we? That would be what it is. Okay, fair enough. That's that little conundrum over. So let's do some meals. Keep our crafter here busy. In fact, we'll probably... we just really don't have enough meat to do this consistently, unfortunately. It's a shame. Anyway, we'll just sort that out. And Thomas Lava, there you go. We will get some more material soon, I hope. Right, so we can't get around this way at all. So how do we get up there? Can we even get up there from this side? I don't think we can, you know. I think we actually need to take one hell of a journey round. Huh. Okay, well that's... Oh, we've actually got another treasure site down here. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate. In fact, that's horrendously unfortunate. So we're actually going to send our party back. We're going to get some more food. Sorry about the faffing around. It's just one of those things that happens. And we're going to get a bit more food, and then we'll carry on. As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollow tree, but beware. There seems to be a lot of spider webs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here, exclaims one of your men. We're going to send in the herbalist. Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it. Oh, could we attack the queen by surprise? Oh, look at this, but we've actually got cane, so we could actually make those gathering materials, and we've got a load of herbs. Oh no! Oh, the choices! Oh, here we go, guys. We're going to try and take the queen by surprise. It's a double skull fight, though. Your party sneaks up on the spider nest. The area is thick with spider webs, and there is a stench of decomposing meat in the air. It is hard to make out exactly how many giant spiders huddle in the nest, but the party it faces... But the party is faced with a pit full of hairy, round spider bodies, and an array of long, twisted legs, and tens of red eyes glowing right at them. Leaving the beast no time to rally, the team strikes. This is a double skull challenge. This could be pretty horrific. And we could really do with Luba getting in on the action. We'll see how we do with this. I'm unwilling to reshuffle that hand. Oh, hang on. So, oh, I see. So, okay. Well, we've got 2 cards to play, so I can't do anything. Why? Oh, because of course she's... Oh, oy vey, really? Right, there we go. Oy vey sounds awfully appropriate with this. Actually, perhaps it doesn't. Perhaps I'm misremembering what that actually means. Forget what I said. Bloody hell. Strength of 20. That's not good. That's not good at all. That is, however, the Spider Queen. I've just lost my ability to confuse her. And she's just got rid of that. So can I give... Damn. Damn. If I put Drobosalka into play... Yes, I realise there's no valid target for that skill. Thank you very much. Okay. Problem is, these spiders with poison could prove to be a very deadly threat. I just don't want to put her onto the... I just don't want to put her... I don't want to put her? I don't want to put her onto the battlefield. That could be really very dangerous indeed. Right, so we've only got... So the Spider Queen's got poison. That's an issue, but it's not so much of an issue. Actually, it could be. Ooh... no, I can't risk it. I just cannot put Drobosalka onto the battlefield here. We're just going to have to see how this turn plays out. After I've hit the end turn button. That also helps. Okay, now let's see what happens. We've got a massive swing coming. That deck's in the Spider Queen and that spider there. That actually did work out. I am very pleased. Put you onto the battlefield, and we shall put... whatever, we'll actually put Drobosalka can come in and slash up a spider. Why not? Why not? There we go. Well, that was a fearsome-looking fight, but it has been ended in our favour. Excellent. Your party sneaks upon the... Alright, yes, so I think we've done that bit. After a tough fight, you finally clear the area of those nasty spiders. Within their lair, you discover some more herbs, as well as bodies of fallen men and women who are clearly not as lucky as you. We are mighty. You search the area for usable loot. What is this? A lucky button? Everyone knows finding a lonesome button brings luck, so why not craft your own luck? I quite agree. So that's actually worth 2 armor and weighs 19. That's actually very nice. So we got some spider silk. We have a spike club. Not really worth it. I'll probably just salvage that for iron. Some vegetables and a huge load of bones. Psychoslava's taken a blow, but she's fine. Yes, we better leave the place. Who knows if that was all of them? Absolutely, we don't know indeed. But that is great. That encounter has given us another research point. And now we can sort of bake our noodles over what on earth we want to research. Now, we did just get a load of cane. So I can build those crafting materials, those gathering materials, or gathering tools, I should say, that I was after. We might want... Well, we're actually getting a lot of spider silk just wandering around. Extra sources of metal might be good, especially the silver. That dirt certainly seems to be a good metal, and as it said, you know, as in true Witcher style, it seems silver's very good for hunting the old monsters. But do we want weapons? Do we want to construct some more buildings? I feel like the earlier that we get buildings, the sooner, basically, the more benefit we'll get out of them. So let's see what we have. We have a cabbage field. So we didn't actually have a cabbage field. Obviously, we just had some cabbages in somebody's front garden, and they just happened to find a baby in those. Okay, we're able to craft this item. So we could find little human children in the cabbage fields, which could be excellent. That could actually be very worthwhile. By researching herbalist huts, your villagers will be able to craft... so a place where all the sick and wounded can receive help increases health regeneration. Could be good. A lot of wood for all of these, though, so I do need another gathering party as soon as I can get one, really, out in the world. So this increases the crafting skill, which would actually be excellent at some point in the near future. Grants random resources each to the well could be quite good, though it is random. Right, I like the cabbage field. I like the idea of having the chance to get extra kids. So that's probably what we're going to go for, and that's well worth building. Well, so we got 86 wood. We got so much food, so that's absolutely fine. We are going to try and construct the cabbage field. I'm going to see if there's a difference between constructing this out of sandstone or the logs in just a moment. In fact, we will experiment a bit because I am very curious. Attract human 2, so if we do this out of logs instead, that doesn't change. If we do this out of, say, silver, that doesn't change. Okay. Fair enough, I think that's probably... No, that's not the cheapest way to do it. That's probably the cheapest way to do it. I think that's absolutely fine. So we shall construct the cabbage field. It takes 300 labour to be able to do this. However, it will be done in 5 turns, so that's good. That's very, very good. Now my movement with these guys. People have leveled up again. Luba has got +2 tactics. Luba's really starting to become the tactician, and you know, and this sort. Well, I suppose she's sort of like she's been obviously touched by us. She's been gifted and blessed by the god. Sabina is leveling up her speech. Dobrosalka is getting more intelligent, folklore, and some strength. That's all very nice. Tomislava's getting quite handy with the speech as well, so that's excellent. Anyway, we'll just come in here. We shall very quickly restock. I think that's what we're going to do. And we'll probably offload some stuff while we are at it. So, the herbs... we'll keep the herbs for now. We'll offload the spider silk. We'll offload the bones. Offload those. Offload that. Okay, and we will also offload the cane. And before I forget, immediately... What I want to do is that cane is not for burning, guys. Not for burning at all. Okay, and we want to give them... So this expedition's got 7 turns worth of food. Let's give them that nice little salad there, I think. And we'll also... We'll give them some mushrooms just for the variety. And the rest of it's going to have to come out of our... cabbages. We'll give them 35, I think. Oops, have I just done that wrong? I've just done that completely and utterly. I balked it. Whoops. Whatever, we'll give you 100. Make up for it. Excellent. Okay, and let's keep this going for a little bit longer, shall we? Let's search these ruins. You search the abandoned abodes and open some old dusty cellar. As the heavy doors crack, you're swarmed by some crazed bats. Oh no! Whatever shall we do? Dobrogost, he's very defensive, but he isn't. He's not really got a very good sword arm, but I suppose we can work with that. That works for me. Our 2 cards first. No problem. In fact, we'll put you up front, and then we'll put in Dobrogost here. I'd very much like her out on the front lines at the moment, so if we can actually... But... No, it won't work all that well. Never mind then. Okay. Shall we get Luber in? I think we should get Luber in. Here we go. What now? Shall we confuse this bat? I think we should. We shall shield Luber, and we'll probably shield Luber again on the following turn. We won't be able to wipe them out in this combat round completely, but it should work out in our favour. It's actually a fair point that if you do equip a character with a shield, then they can offer to shield their allies, which is actually a very powerful tactical consideration. There we go. And they do next to no damage. That's fine. It was definitely a wise choice to put Luber in the front with that extra shielding, I think. And at this point, it doesn't matter at all. Give you the first action, take a swing at the rat, and we care not. You search the building and discover a supply store still intact. Food, amber, and what is this? Clay. Clay. That's good. And we'll just keep going. What on earth is that? Is that a ravenous crow? And what are these? These are crazed bees. Interesting stuff. So it looks like, to get to that place to see, it looks like we might need to come all the way around here. I'm not entirely sure we've actually got the food supplies for that, but we'll give it a go. Ah. That's actually a incredibly beefy starting lineup. I like it. And we will put... yeah, we'll put Psychoslava into the front there. Interesting move. That doesn't really do anything for you, but it's an interesting move. I wonder how he managed to sort of get into this position here. It must be like a unique tactic for bees. Okay, and we will also get Luber in here. Whoops. The card's spazzing out there. Of course they have a first strike ability, don't they? That's annoying. We shall shield Luber, and we shall also confuse one of those bees, and the job's a good one. There we go. Easily sorted. No problems whatsoever here. And the bats have run away. They've fled like the sensible little blighters that they are. So we've got 15 turns of food left, and we've got more bats and a small hive. Okay. Looks like we're having a lot of combat this session, so if this is boring for you guys, I apologise. It's just one of those things that does come along with this game, because unfortunately I do not trust the auto-resolve function at all. And all of our warriors are tactics cards. Wonderful. That works out not so well. When we have swarms to get rid of, Iveta is definitely our primary character, bar none. Okay, what are we going to do here? We could do a counter tactic, but I feel like that's a bit too low. I feel like we need to do a lot of getting closer here, because our characters are a bit in the thick of things. Like, all right, we'll get you in. We will get closer with Luber. Ah, the Ravenous Crow isn't exactly much of a threat now, is it? Might as well get in here with Sabina. Might as well get closer with Psychoslava. And the bat's going first. Oh, woe is me. Rabies is on the horizon. For the first time ever, Bartosz enters the battlefield. Amazing. Iveta has been wounded, but she'll be fine in about a turn or so. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. She swats them out of the air with her hammer. Wonderful stuff. It's really all. I see. I don't know if I can embark on water or anything like that, because it seems like the landmass is going way over this way. So I don't know if that's possible. That's something to think about. Yeah, it definitely looks like we can't. Okay, well, we'll just sort out the small hive. And I think we're going to reshuffle our starting hand there. It'll do. The bees are going first, it looks like. We'll get Iveta out first, and we'll give the first action to Iveta. We can't... No, because I've only got first action 1. First action to Iveta. That's a lot of very crazed bees right there. Luba. And Dobrogost. And I think it would be very much in my best interest. Yes, it would very much be in my best interest to confuse that bee right there. Do I want to get Sabina in on the action? She can actually do some damage, so yes I do. Wonderful, and then they just deal with what's in the discard pile there as I drink my tea in victory. It is victory tea! Marvellous. Right. Okay, we have a herb patch, and... yeah, I'm going to explore a little bit further this way, but I have no idea how to get around onto that sort of northern landmass. No idea at all. A pigeon flies to your village with a note attached to it. It reads, "Dear residents of this lovely settlement, if you will please visit my humble abode, placed not so far from your lovely home. It is very nice. I am a blacksmith of dwarven tradition, and I have an offering for you, kind people. Yes." There is a small map drawn in strange purple glowing ink. Alright, it might be interesting and worth checking out. Indeed, the smithy really is not that far away from our humble home. So I'm going to explore... We have built the cabbage field. Excellent stuff. Good work, Tomislava. You do us proud. Now then, I do have another task for you. I want you to build some crafting materials for me. And we'll see how good we can make these, you know, what the outcome will actually be. So that's gathering 4. That's gathering 2, so the spider silk is definitely fantastic. Oh, why not? Why not indeed? I mean, that seems pretty good to me. And oh, we can actually use this vine as a sort of as something to bond things up. But yeah, gathering 4, 148. Wow, that's some serious crafting to do, but it's totally worth it, I think. Okay, we're going to take one more turn to explore up here. And that's a 3 skull. That's a 3 skull that I don't want to have to deal with. And this could potentially hurt. It depends where they move. Right, oh, we have an encounter. As you travel along the plains, you feel the air growing colder. Frost appears on plants and you can see your breath. You see a small group of hooded travellers approaching. Get your weapons ready and wait. The group comes closer and stops. One of the hooded figures steps up, but you see a young girl standing proudly behind him, and you hear her speak. "Who are these peasants? Who are they to stand in my way? Make him disappear now." The girl turns and walks off a few meters as if awaiting her command to be carried out. The hooded man lets out a long sigh and speaks to you. God, he's interesting. "Her Majesty, Princess Susanna, wishes you to clear the way." He then whispers, "Better just go before she takes any real notice of you." I feel tricksy in this one. A princess? Of what exactly? Are you insane? There hasn't been a kingdom in these parts for a century. The hooded man winces, or at least it feels as if he did. But clearly the girl was not listening to you, so he continues speaking in a low voice. Listen, you seem like good folks. You remind me of times before the darkness and before our fate. But you must understand, she is mad. Always has been, an infernal child doomed for eternity for her pride and cruelty. Before the darkness? How old are you people? And how have you survived out here? Zorana really was a princess and an only precious child to our royals. As such, she was spoilt rotten, but worse yet, people say she's been a changeling from the start. Learned men and wizards from all over came to test the child, and they all felt that her little heart was naught but an icy hole. But our royal couple refused to listen. Believed that true love would cure her and make her a human in the end. For a time, it seemed like it was true. But then Zuzana grew older, and with every passing year, her cute tantrums became more cruel and intentional. She had servants whipped for looking at her wrongly, page boys locked in birdhouses so they could grow wings for her amusement. You get the picture? Okay. Yes, it sounds bad, but royal children can be easily spoiled. True enough. She was a brat, and her parents allowed it, because they thought they must give her only love, no discipline. In truth, perhaps this was the tragedy of the prophecies. The royals were so scared of their changeling child, and they made her the way she was. So how did you end up living hundreds of years with her? As I said, as a child, Zuzana was spoilt and unruly, and as she grew, she turned to cruelty beyond mere folly. It was when she tortured and killed her nanny for failing to braid her hair right, all knew the child was evil. Yet her parents wanted to prove their love could conquer all. They ordered princes to come from all around, in hopes of their daughter finding true love. All she found were more victims. She played with two brothers, both smitten with her beauty. She asked them to bring her a fabled set of royal pearls residing in a mythical icy tower. When they failed, she drowned one of them. The other brother, a skilled wizard, thus cursed the princess never to find peace or forgiveness for her cruelty. She had him changed into a black swan, then killed and served for supper. On the dinner table, the swan spoke. Your kingdom will crumble, your power diminish, your heart remain ice forever. You will seek your cursed pearls for eternity, and you shall never find them. All who sat at the table with the princess, her royal guard sworn never to leave her side, were cursed that night and turned to unliving wraiths. Damn, and the king and queen still did nothing? The royal couple had a miracle child that year, and the princess, now cursed, could no longer be heir to the throne. She was banished, and so were we. But the little wretch grew even madder than before. Her desire for the blasted royal pearls and the icy tower became an absolute obsession. She started saying great power awaits her in the tower, and that she will rule a kingdom once more. Bound to her for eternity, we have served her thusly, seeking the tower and its treasure to no avail. Good tale, but so what? The guard was about to answer, but Zuzana cut him off. I am bored now. I have graciously indulged your wagging tongue, servant, as it amuses me to allow you to think yourself knowledgeable, but my patience is growing thin. Luck has it that I am in need of peasants, and since you are stubborn enough to deny my right of passage, perhaps you will be of use. Yeah, not so keen on doing favours for you. I detect a note of defiance in your voice, and I detest defiant peasants. She stomps her feet and frowns. You will do as I ask. Foolish simpletons, I am offering you wealth and power. What, with your made-up tower and pearls? I'm not entirely sure I want to say this. Think what you will, but since my birth I have heard the calling of the tower, and I am finally close. Mere days away from my tower, but I may need the assistance of mortals to achieve my task. Do what you will. Here is a map. Come and join me in the icy tower and gain wealth beyond measure. Or don't, and stay peasants, it matters not to me. We are going now. She gestures to her guards and they start moving away. Just let them go. So, I think I'm going to have to start calling her Queen Mab, though that wouldn't be quite the correct set of fairy tales, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm very reluctant to go there with this party because I think that could be a challenge at this stage in the game, a 3-skull challenge that I really can't best. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue, we're going to go down and around and see what else we can see. There's obviously some more water here as well. Is this a set of human bandits? It seems like another child has come of age. Excellent, so we're going to actually get another warrior. Anya has come of age. Strength 10, damage 10, armor 12. She's a very powerful fighter. Excellent, we shall celebrate the rite of passage.
An unexpected visitor. Theodore.
We have a voiceover this time.
Village. Your food stocks have grown. Your people are learning how to live in the awakened Thea once more. But the darkness is not gone. Always looming in the shadows, lurking behind corners. It is time to try and find clues as to what happened and how to repair it.
I agree. We should find this world's victory condition. Okay, so how do we do it?
Ah, that's the spirit. I knew we could count on you. I must warn you, others have tried and failed before you, so the road will not be easy.
Do you know anything more about what happened to the cosmic tree or why the darkness came?
I know some, but I do not hold the answers you need to seek. I know that once Thea was a land ruled by high magic, a land where demons were kept in check by the peoples, and by the cosmic balance upheld by the gods. The pillars of Thea stood sturdy and held our world together. Now the barriers between the lands of the living and those of the dead are torn asunder, and thus darkness holds a tight grip on us. Without your aid, whatever made the sun return may not hold for long, and the age of darkness may descend upon us once again.
Alright, fine. So how do we find out what to do?
There have been those who sought to undo this curse, those who were charged with the guardianship of Thea's pillars, and who have failed us. Some were the ancient peoples you call elves. Some
interesting.
were avatars of your gods, and some just people who proved worthy. And yet they all failed thus far. Here, on this map, I marked a spot where one such guardian may hold answers
Intriguing.
for you. Without giving you a chance to say anything more, Theodore disappears, leaving you with a map.
Okay, we'll just take the map then. Marvellous. So the cosmic tree is actually very close to Astoria, so perhaps we'll find a guardian there who will tell us more about what befell this land and why we fell from grace, as, you know, why we fell from grace and godhood. And there seems to be a couple more very evil spiders. It looks like the world is starting to get a bit more dangerous as well. So there you have it. I think will bring this episode to a conclusion. We have our parties leveled up. And Dr. Salka's just picked up a very interesting tactic, I think, called Find Weakness. That's intriguing. Sixth Sense. Anya's got 2 strength, so she's growing already as a warrior, which is excellent. And we have another treasure site that's popped back up. Well, it seems like the world is starting to evolve. Thea is starting to notice that we are here. Dare I say that Thea is starting to awaken. So, next time, guys, we shall continue on. We shall continue to adventure, and we will try and find out how we can possibly save this world. My name has been ChromeDrake. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. Indeed, it means a lot. Please remember to leave a like. Please remember to leave a comment. If you want to leave a dislike, then please tell me why. It helps me out a great deal. And please remember to subscribe. Until next time, great health, good gaming, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Thea the Awakening. Goodbye for now.